They had also created a story that demanded attention, forcing truth into the open. As the hours passed, I grappled with the reality of what had happened. My sister avoided my gaze, her usual bravado diminished by the confrontation. He offered explanations that fell flat, excuses that could not undo the shock, the betrayal, or the public spectacle, and through it all, I held on to the clarity of my stance. I would not be complicit. I would not allow deceit or manipulation to define my relationships. The gift I had brought, once a symbol of affection, had transformed into a marker of confrontation, a testament to my courage to speak out. By nightfall, the office was empty, and I was left alone with my thoughts. The gift lay untouched, a reminder of the innocence I had carried and the reality I had faced. I realized that life had a way of testing boundaries, of exposing hidden truths when we least expect it. The incident, shocking and chaotic as it was, had also clarified my priorities, my values, and my resolve. I had found a voice in the moment of betrayal, a voice that could not be ignored, and in doing so, I reclaimed a sense of self-respect that had been threatened. In the days that followed, the headlines continued to circulate, but their significance felt secondary to the clarity I had gained. The confrontation had been necessary, and the words I had spoken had drawn a line that could not be crossed. I learned that gifts, intentions, and expectations are fragile, easily shattered by hidden truths. But so too is courage, and in that moment, I discovered the power of standing firm, even when the world seemed to tilt in chaos. The moment I spoke, the room fell into an eerie silence, thick and suffocating. My 5 words, "This stops. Right, here, now," echoed off the walls and seemed to hang in the air longer than I intended. It was as though time itself paused to acknowledge the gravity of what had just been revealed. My sister, naked on his desk, froze mid-motion, her expression flickering between shock, embarrassment, and defiance. He, on the other hand, attempted to maintain his composure, but the tension in his jaw betrayed him. I felt a strange mixture of fear and exhilaration as I realized that those words had done more than stop the immediate chaos, they had ignited a chain reaction that none of us could have predicted. Within hours, the incident had taken on a life of its own. Word spread like wildfire, fueled by whispers, social media posts, and curious colleagues who had caught fragments of the story. Someone had taken a photo, or perhaps multiple photos, and suddenly what had been a private confrontation was now a spectacle. Headlines began to appear online, each one more sensational than the last, dissecting every detail of the scandal. My name, my sister's, and his were all splashed across the news, and I felt a mixture of horror and disbelief at how quickly the world outside had descended into chaos. The attention was overwhelming. Messages flooded my phone, some sympathetic, others cruel, and many probing for details I wasn't ready to share.